such an asshole.
How you doing, kids? This video is sponsored by Achieving Financial Excellence, since we're talking about finances. Anonymous writes, hey, asshole, once again, I need your help. In this case, it'll be a video request as it may help someone else. Background, early 30-something accountant, 20,000 in savings, 150,000 in investments. I recently put 2 weeks notice in my job in without anything lined up. Mistake, there's your mistake. Okay, that's why you're stressed. My boss was constantly throwing me into fire projects without guidance. I was constantly pulled in different directions by different supervisors. I just refused to work over 60 hours per week during this extension season. Well, and any job, man, you got to get a second job. But, and I understand, absolutely, abso-freaking-lutely. It was the right move to give you 2 weeks notice to say, bye, I'm done. I get it. You need another job. Even I never did that. I always had security or dance classes or finance classes or something, something on the side, even rental income I had. When I put my 2 weeks in, my boss did not really fight for me. They're not going to. Look, when you reject a woman or dump a girl, she's not going to argue to stick together. Like, how dare you? You don't know what you're missing out on, that kind of thing. The excuse is that they need someone who's willing to put in the work and work the hours that is just the nature of public accounting, and I will not find anything better than their firm. I did not argue with them. I just nodded and left. Yeah, I mean, they could pay you more. They can always charge their clients more, and they could pay you more, but they didn't. Now, my anxiety is creeping in. Despite job market being the hottest it's ever been, the employers did not learn their lesson, and there's a lot of effery going on. There are a lot of advertisements for accounting jobs, which include lowball salaries, remote work, which ends up being hybrid, et cetera, et cetera. When I get the interviews and we start discussing the overtime, they all want you to work 60 hours a week during busy season. Contracted part-time work is available, but very scarce. Well, okay, I understand the busy season nature. Yeah, you're going to have to do 60 hours a week. You are. All right. But if the other place where it sounded like you have multiple bosses, no, one boss, one commander. I don't answer to multiple bosses. Or what do they call them? Not shareholders, stakeholders. But you know that yeah, that's how it goes, dude. Contracted part-time work is available, but very scarce. What I am realizing is that it might take me a while to get a decent position. I don't know why you weren't applying for jobs this entire time or setting up contract work, which we'll get to later. My 20,000 cash savings will last me here between 4 to 8 months, depending on my appetite and how much fun I'm willing to have while I job hunt. What I did not think through is that there's a possibility that if everything goes south, I'm still unemployed by January, February. I could start dipping into my investments. This is where I'm losing my mind. Okay, so you dip into your investments. Oh, well. When I picture that I might have to sell off some of the 150,000 I save, I start to get insane anxiety, almost to the point of passing out. But that's your mental problem. Really? This is worth the point of passing out? I try to have an honest conversation with myself as to why that is. Basically, comes down to two things. One, I'm afraid that if I start selling off my investments now, I will not have enough to retire on. I'll be in a similar situation to those baby boomers that are old and sick as bleep right now and have to continuously work. Okay, that's irrational. You don't have kids. You don't have a Range Rover mortgage. You don't have an RV loan. Yeah, dude, you're mental on that case. You're wrong. You really go talk to Dr. David Maloney over at histherapist.com. So you dip a little bit into your say. Do you honestly think you're what? It's going to be gone? Are you some leftist Marxist sociology major that just can do nothing but consume money all the time and go into debt? No, you saved 150 grand up. You're applying for jobs, right? I mean, what's great is this panic and fear, even if it is irrational, will teach you never again to quit a job until you have another job lined up, no matter how petty the other job might be. Also, ageism is real in the USA, and while before age 50, you could basically job hop and consistently be employed for the most part, over 50 becomes a problem. No, I don't believe that. Nope. Nope. Complain. There's the boomer department. Go complain. And maybe some fields like air traffic controller, yes. But no, they're begging boomers to stick around. 2, I grew up upper middle income household, but I did not know it at the time, so I was always careful with money. Well, that's good though. I am perpetual saver and a minimalist. Then why are you worried about dipping into your savings? I was that way before it was cool and hip. I've always looked at my investment funds as a retirement rate, very rainy day fund. God forbid disease happens or etc. The thought of touching this money before I'm at least 45 drives me up the effing wall. Well, this is a rainy day, isn't it now? I need help breaking this mentality. Am I wrong handling this issue? Or did I just need to stop investing for a bit and save as much cash so I could feel calm if the future similar situation occurs? Any philosophical financial phobia? Yeah, you're mentally ill on this. To the point you're cursing and swearing and it makes you lose sleep. You're not going to let that happen. I mean, you should be concerned, yeah. I mean, yeah, I better get a job. All right, that's cool. But the fact it's actually having an effect on you mentally, even if you had to touch 150,000, so what? No, there's bad strings of luck that happen, yeah. Um, so then I asked some questions. And I will read your answers here to them. I said, what did I said? And thus spake Cappy. Did you read out to recruiters for contract work? Did you set up an accounting website to offer accounting services? Do you create your company to become self-employed? Have you applied for just security guard type of job to make money in the meantime or Uber or something? Did you reach out to recruiters for contract work? Yes, however, it is scarce. In my field, companies typically hire contract workers just before and just for busy seasons. I even went as far as offer contract work to companies, recruiters that reach out to full-time positions, Big Four included. I am not sure where the notion was created that contract work is so easily and freely available for tax accountants. I think it also may be in the state you're in, which is a really crappy state. I don't know, man. You're just gonna have to go and find some kind of contract work. Talk to Elkins. This is a very good Elkins question. He will tell you where to find contract work. I know if you go to these small time CPAs, say, hey, do you need some kind of, staff accountant or something like that? You're a tax accountant. I mean, so you got the background. What about an enrolled agent? What about the QuickBooks certification? I think they even try to hook you up with people that need help. How much advertising have you done on your company? Related, did you set up an accounting website to offer accounting services? See response below. Did you create a company to become self-employed? Actually, yes, I went through the steps of got an LLC going. I even got a few clients that want me to do their upcoming taxes and some bookkeeping. However, I would honestly rather deal with bosses and companies. All my clients, half of which are friends and acquaintances, are worse than babies when it comes down to me working for them. Then you fire them and you find new ones. They bitch about prices. They bitch about work I'm willing to do. They try to squeeze every drop out of me when I should be charging more money. Then you fire them. Stop giving me excuses. Gee, it didn't work. Tell them to shut the F up, accept the price, or move on. And if you don't find the clients, you go get more. I'm tired of every time there's a freaking excuse. And it's not you. There's this other killer. Oh, this one doesn't work that way. Well, gee, I guess you got to go back and pound some more pavement, huh? Call up some CPAs. Not even necessarily here. When you did the recruiting thing, was it local? Was it in your leftist crap hole? They start calling you late at night whenever they feel like it. I'm not sure at this point if this S is all worth it. No, because you didn't manage your clients correctly. Go watch all of Chad Elkins' podcasts, all of them. It might take a while, but you just took whatever you could get, right? And you didn't manage them. Get on their asses. They're not paying you enough. Out. Pay me now. I take a retainer. You don't be Mr. Nice Guy. You don't be Mr. Supplicant. Hey, you need your taxes done? Here's what it is. No, it's not. And you're paying me out. And no, I'm not filing you extensions. And no, you can't call me with a billion effing questions. This is my time. Calling you at night? No. And you might as well not even have friends. Not having friends. We should not have friends that are clients. Clients that are friends. These ones say, look, you're either paying me this money or you're not. That's it. Those are the ropes. I know we're friends, but I got to make a living. And so, have you done something creative? I don't know what it is. I don't work in accounting, but have you called up CPAs that are swamped with work, saying, "Look, I'm a tax accountant. Do you need help in busy season? Isn't extension season coming up for corporations? There's got to be in the phone book somewhere some CPAs that could use a little bit of help." Have you applied for just security guard type of jobs to make money in the meantime or Uber some? Honestly, did not even think about that being a security guard, but that ties in my Uber answer. So I have a buddy that lives with driving distance and Uber, the pay is bleep. It makes it that's after gas before any car expense, which started pulling out Uber gig. Also, I'm not knocking out on any work. I'm also not knocking on any work, but about 80 to 50, 150 days, simply not enough to even cover my monthly rent. Oh, I didn't know you were a chooser. Oh, you're losing sleep because you don't have a job. And even if it was, say, $90 a day, which is beneath you, you won't take it. Even though that $90 a week, I'm sorry, $90 a day would cover what, 2,700 a month, which would certainly extend your $20,000 of emergency savings, right? It would help. It would last you easily a year, right? And then you wouldn't have to touch the 150,000. But that's all right. You don't touch anything below 150. I understand. You probably ask, gee, Bob, why don't you just effing move? Great question. I can't just effing move because I live in a blue state and I'm paying $2,000 for a house with a big ass garage and keeps all my equipment my full-time hobby. Oh, keep this next part private. Okay, you got a hobby that requires the house. I understand that. Still don't see why. Look, Uber, you can't work on the job. I mean, you're working on the job. That's what you're doing. But I'm saying become a security guard. But it doesn't pay that much. It pays something, and it allows you to pursue your advertising. You sit in a desk for 12 hours a night with nothing to do. You'll start look. How do you think I sold my dance classes? I started looking things up. I put together a proposal and I sent them out. This is the market. I didn't just ask my local friend, yeah, you need help? I mean, that's the first place to start, sure. Have you thought about advertising with Red Pill community people or other internet people? Like, who are your favorite podcasters? Do they have people that need tax work done? Are there finance podcasters? Are there other people that need, podcast? Chad has to turn away the work. What about Terrence Popp? I think Sandman has a CPA that does advertising. So far, your marketing strategy is not my responsibility. But what I'm thinking is if CPAs are as hard up to find work and help as Chad says they are, why don't you just start looking up local CPAs out of your leftist crap hole and a place inevitably you'd like to move, maybe. So you work the security gig that allows you to work on your accounting profession. You do nothing but marketing and you get some clients that aren't crap. Then you don't have to touch, or at least you extend and postpone the point in time that you'd have to touch 150,000. And now your problems go away. Look, you didn't put enough effort into marketing. Good thing you did call the recruiters. That's good. All right. I'd call recruiters outside of your leftist crap hole. See if you can do remote work. If you have to take hybrid work, at least it's hybrid work. Well, at least it's somewhat you get to work from home, right? I think the best thing would be that you go get a security or a nighttime job, and then you're just sitting there at a desk for 16 hours a day or 12 hours a day, and you will figure out ways to market your company. And then all you need is a handful of clients, man. You just need a handful. You just need enough. And then you never have to deal with this again. And then hopefully you're not doing friends, which indicate to me they're local, and you're stuck in the leftist crap hole. And then it's all remote work. You say, nope, I only take remote clients. We do everything over the internet. Here's my salary. If you don't like it, too bad. Go find someone else. And then all these people, well, we can't find enough. We can't find enough people. Oh, you gotta work overtime. Too bad I'm not doing it. Maybe you just call up a smaller or mid-size accounting firm. Like, you need help during business season? Here's my hourly rate. Let me know if you got any. Well, we really have to bring you on. Okay, fine, bye. Do you need help or not? A lot of these firms, these CPA firms, need to be kicked in the ass. And lowball offer, you're like, no, you bump it up to this, I'm interested. All right, fine, bye. Call these CPA firms directly. But there you go. That's what I'd recommend. Scrolling. Right. Be strong, $5. I think that if welfare was phased out, parasites would just go to jail on purpose to get food, clothing, and shelter. Yeah, no, they do. That's what criminals do, and the homeless does. I've known some homeless people that they'll do that, especially like in the cold. Like when I work security, people commit crime just to get out of the cold. Nothing big or fancy, like stealing a 12-pack or something, or that'd be it. Not even violent crimes, just to get out of that. What's linked down below? Oh yeah, so link below is Achieving Financial Excellence. So you guys don't need the money. You can tell employers to F off. Red Hawk, $2. Can't be dressed like T-Rash today. Yeah, minus the guns of Navarone. I've been just doing yard and housework. I'm gonna go to the gym later on today, though. That's how bored I am. I'm going to the gym willingly. Techie for £4 and 49 pence. Dated girl for 3 years. Cooks, cleans, earns 6 figs. Great body, great sex, super loyal, and does anything for me. Problem: face has aged super bad. Thoughts: surgery? I mean, look, inevitably they all age out, dude. They all get ugly. We all get ugly. Tell her, just look, babe, can you get surgery for me? That's when the little baby comes out, the adult child. It's sad. I mean, man, you got everything there except the face. Super bad. What did she smoke? Just bad genetics? Can you get by just banging the body? Glenn Lawrence, if you guys kindly would subscribe to his channel. One of the handsomest men in the internets. $10. Advertise for upcoming actors. That's something that would make some consistent revenue, because I make reels for actors all the time to help them get work. Advertise for. You know what he could do? Here's another thing, dude. Why don't you just do an accounting channel? I know Elkins has one and Brian Kim has one. Why don't you just do tax accounting question? Like, hey, some tax advice, general tax stuff. And if you'd like to hire me, boobity boobity bobbity boo. Here's my fees. Go F yourself if you don't like it. Hire a girl with big tits. Hey, Frank's Accounting Service, titties. Frank's Accounting Service, titties. You like titties? Then go to Frank's Accounting Service. I like titties. Rationally irrational. $2. Started a hobo copulation emporium. What, hobos having sex? All right, there you guys go. The link to my class is below. This bit of financial advice is not in the class, but don't quit your job until you have another one lined up. All right, and then you should avoid some problems. See you guys later. Toodles.